Early start here between the Twins and the Orioles. Wow, Orioles, what's happening? I guess we look, we expected the Twins to be a little bit better. We didn't expect the Orioles to be this good. So when the teams have gotten together, the Twins found a team that they can maybe pick up some wins from here, much needed for Minnesota right now. And now they're favored on the road with Sonny Gray. About a minus 15 here. The total definitely has moved higher here on some widely reported steam, now up to 9 over 15.
Oh, really, Ramon? 9 over 15. Oh, goodness. I think I'm just going to go ahead here and I'm going to go on the Twins today on the money line. It's one of those that Sonny Gray, geez, he's been pretty dominant here. Just allowed 6 runs in his last 2 outings. 3.19 ERA on the road, 2.67 overall. But Cole Irvin, he's the one with that high, big, elevated ERA. Plus, you got an Orioles, bullpen here, not quite as good as the Twins. I'm going to go ahead and take the Twins here. I think it looks like a sweep, right?
It would be indeed a sweep in this one. Yeah, Gray's got very strong numbers this season. I think he's been comparable, actually, to Cole Irvin of late. In his last 5 starts, Gray's 0-2 with a 3.95 ERA, while Irvin has a 3.65 ERA in his last 3 starts. So I'm going to agree with you, though, Mindy. I like what I see right now from Minnesota and the momentum this weekend. I'm pretty much penning Gray here for a good start here. So I think more return to his good numbers this season. Look, he fades. There's no doubt he can't get, all the way through a quality start. It seems like maybe just for first 5 might be the way to look, but we like to go for the full game, and I want to go on the
that first 5 it looks pretty nice. Yes.
here. Yeah. Numbers Gang is here. How about that?
Hello.
Numbers Game and says under 9. Oh yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure yet, but we'll take the Twins here. Angel's going to be on the Orioles. Looks like a 1-run game here for Sports Girl, which might be willing to take both. Okay. If I do that, I kind of look more towards. I mean, would you want to hit them both? But I would just more. I'm not sure. Okay, Angel says everyone's going to be on the Twins here because of the way they've looked in the first couple of games. I guess Fernando says Twins and under. Crush Diamonds here today. Hello, Crush. Nice to have you. All right. Angel says, take a look at the lineup today. Might be some Twins missing out of the starting line. We do know we have seen the lineup. I do believe that might be the only one where we have both confirmed lineups so far. So Twins lineup. Correo, Solano, Buxton, Farmer, Castro, Jeffers, Miranda, Taylor, and Kirilloff. Okay. I'm willing to take the Twins here.
All right. Let's do it.
I'm with you, Mindy, to start the show. Yeah. And let's see. Any more Ron's on the over? And all right, Ron, Twins first 5 and money line full game. Verley also Twins first 5. Let's go under, says CTG. Baltimore run the percent better here today. Rich K says go over. Brown Beat said under. I think this one's all over the place. Twins run line. Anthony Mule, yes, hello. Nice to have you today. Sakori says go under. And thank you to everyone joining us here in the chat today. Minnesota first 5 for Butterscotch. All right, Mindy, we're on the Twins today. Maybe to try to get this sweep against Cole Irvin. Maybe that's what the chat's saying. Maybe fading Irvin a little bit. But no, I said I think the total's a little high, but I was kind of expecting, once they get into the bullpens, maybe a little bit more a few more runs. But let's just take the Twins here. Well, it should be a good pitching matchup. Look, I guess we can give up on Sandy ever being a Cy Young Award winner ever again. He's just going to be some mediocre pitcher. Hey, you know what? If you're the Marlins, I don't know. You'd kick yourself, right, if he returned to form. But the Marlins are in a unique position with a playoff run possibly coming here for the Marlins. All this good young pitching. Man, you could almost maybe deal. No, I don't want to say you'd ever do that because you'd kick yourself, and they'd never live it down to deal Sandy. But interesting that Sandy, obviously not able to go out there and do his thing, but still is going to give you the innings. He's matched up here against Strider, and Strider 200, 8.5.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because, we thought Perez was going to have a much better day yesterday. Instead, he gives up 6 runs in the first. I don't think we saw that one coming necessarily. But I just feel like the Marlins are better than what they've been playing the last 2. So what do I do, right? Do I go ahead and trust an Atlanta team here to just go ahead and crush them? Or do I go back on a run line? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back on the Marlins here. I think they're going to have a better outing. I think, Sandy's going to go ahead and kind of bear down a little bit here in this one. I like the Marlins today on the run line. Only it's like, minus 120 for that extra run. So I don't think that's too bad. If I take a look at, where they've been, I don't know. I just kind of feel like this one here is going to go the Marlins' way today.
Yeah. I want to go with my personal numbers that say the Marlins are the side with the run line. It's just that it looks like such an awful matchup for the Marlins lineup against Strider, and in turn that number 1 Braves lineup against Sandy. But it just feels like, that, look, you're still getting a Miami team that, is one of the better teams right now. I also want to take them, Rangel. Fernando, okay, here we go. Fernando's on the Braves. That's what Angel's saying. He wants to take him so bad. Hello to Moneyline. Nerfy for Curvin. Panger's going to be here on the Braves. Hello to Panger today. Strider in Atlanta for Ron. Braves are too hot.
Yeah,
Here's we got a little Yerfy. We got a little Nerfy. I'm gonna stick with my, I put these numbers into my own system, Mindy.
That's right. You got your own algorithm out there. That's what we do. We got our own plays.
That's right.
I consensus.
More to trust the system, and it seems like when I deviate, and I'm like, why did I not just go with the, Strider's been great, no doubt about it. I'm going to take the Marlins on the run line with you. I think we can get even money. No, you're right. It's minus $1.15 or so. I know the Braves are going to be the choice of the chat. I'm pretty sure. I know there's a little bit of Marlins support. JD under here. And that'd be, if they did, though, that would be great for if Miami could even get to the World Series. They're great. They're heading to the playoffs if they keep this up. But somewhere if they ended up, beating teams like the Braves, that would be incredible. Because the Braves right now, we all agree here, even though we're in Miami, I mean, the Braves, they look just terrific right now heading into the All-Star break next week, you know what I mean? But
right.
There is some Marlins support, And Sandy has not turned it around. We know all, So, but it's baseball, maybe too.
Maybe.
Okay, lots of opinions on this one. Hopefully, you got yours in. And we'll move on. Let's take the Marlins in this one, Mindy, plus the 1.5 today. I don't think it was unanimous. I don't think it was necessarily consensus. And if our numbers are saying Marlins, let's try them one more time. We paid the price with Sandy Strider. Hey,
Yeah.
you're going to win nearly a third of a unit every time betting on him. Okay, here we go. Brewers and Pirates. Colin Ray, Rich Hill. It's a pick 'em. Total has moved under here to 9 under 20. So the favorites totally shifted in the total, but still remains at 9.
Let's go Rich Hill here today, Ramon. I mean, both these teams have been kind of sporadic here as of late. Pittsburgh, they got off to that huge hot start, then 8-18, and then went 11-15 throughout June. So they're kind of making their way back here a little bit here. And then I think Milwaukee, they tend to kind of I don't know sputter out at times or whatever you want to say. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go on the Pirates here today. I like them in this matchup with Rich Hill.
All right, Mindy says take the Pirates at home against the Brewers. It's pretty much a pick 'em here. Brewers are 10-5 in their last 15 games. Pirates have won 4 of 5 right now. All of a sudden, Hill, yeah, he's been serviceable. He's been good considering what everybody expected, but he is kind of returning a little bit back to form with a 7 ERA in his last 3 starts. Colin Ray hasn't been terrific.
I mean, if you say it like that, Ramon.
Well, the Brewers have won 6 of his last 8 starts, so that bodes well on that side. So I'm going to end up with the over in this one at 9. I'm not as big a fan. Look, at least the number is shifted to 9.
Which one did you like?
20.
Over under?
I like the over.
Over, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go over in this one. Hill has gone over in 5 of his last 6 starts, and the Bucks have gone 4-0-1 to the over in their last 5 games overall. So I'm going to go over in this one with Brewers and Pirates. We get the comments up from the chat in this one. Looks, I would think, a mixed bag here. Crush on the Pirates, Fernando on the Brewers. Numbers gang, yeah, Brewers.
Angel's all for Rich Hill. I'm loving it. Good job, Angel. There we go.
Okay. Pirates are late comers, it sounds like.
Yeah, percent better. So we might run into some weather, but does like the over there for sure. McCutcheon home run prop. There's some good stuff in here, folks. Good job.
Well, he's been quite a story. Maybe just playing out the last days of his career back in Pittsburgh. So it's been good to see. Kutch hit that home run. That was pretty sweet. Was that last night or the night before?
The night before, I remember. They had like a little bit of close-ups on him in the dugout. I think that's what it was. Home runs.
All right, Sports Girl on the Pirates. Elijah says the Brewers will make a statement. Darren says take Pittsburgh here. And will the Pirates be the next Reds? And I heard someone in the chat was talking about, Pirates are in a better, maybe it wasn't this chat, Pirates in a better position than the Reds. I don't know about that now all of a sudden, right? The Reds look so fun, and we'll talk about them, but who is pitching today for them. So, all right. Team total over for Rich. Mindy's on the Bucks. I'm on the over here. RC said over as well. Hello to Alan. Get ready. Oh,
All right, Alan.
it's your day, Alan. 4
Yeah,
games.
big one in the WNBA.
Fernando says maybe get a better sweep. It's funny because there is some criticism of the Reds bullpen. The numbers aren't awful, and I would also argue this, Mindy, as far as the Reds bullpen is, their ERA is a little bit elevated, but they are the Red, right? I mean, you've got to put.
But they are the Reds, yeah.
Well, I'm just talking because the ballpark they play in. It's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like, if Colorado doesn't have the worst bullpen ERA, then I'm like, oh, they're actually doing okay because they should have a ERA like a run more than everybody else. And you see where, the Reds are on the, ERA list. And even though they're kind of, mid pack with a 4 ERA, remember they're playing in their ballpark, so I think that they're a little better than that. Still kind of middle of the road, though. I mean, we're not making a.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's kept them kind of in the middle of the pack is them not giving up the home run ball. Like the ERA numbers are a little bit elevated, those hits are elevated, but they're not giving up the long ball as they should. But again, you talk about that, a lot of it could just be, the atmosphere there.
The Nationals and the Phillies here with uh, Trevor Williams against Ranger Suarez. Ranger Suarez, a big favorite here again. I get it. Trevor Williams actually been profitable just a little bit this year. So, Suarez 235, 9.5 under 15.
Yeah, I mean, I've really liked Rangers Suarez, so far, but I kind of feel like this 243 number is not so good today for a Ranger Suarez. I'm going to go with the Nationals here on the run line. I don't want to get Latifa on my bad side, but I just kind of say this one has a lot to do with that value, right? I don't really see that being a 235 game here. I just think the Nationals haven't been terrible. They're still hitting 280 here in this series. And Williams, he only gave up a couple runs in his last start. So I think the Nationals have a good shot at this one here today. 30-11 on the run line. They've been a little bit profitable here as underdogs.
Yeah, I wonder if I just look at see Nationals on the front of the jersey and I ignore the 16 games under 500 because I want to take Washington in this spot. I'll take him on the run line. You see Latifa's on the over. Ron says take the over. We did see that big number yesterday, no doubt about it. I had the over as a premium in that game.
Very good.
Fernando on the Nationals here. I think Crush is wondering, should I go over in this one? I don't know today. Fernando does say go over. And Dre's on the Nats. Thomas Lewis, Phillies run line. Lay it. Butterscotch says, how about 2.5 runs minus $1.50? And yeah, maybe a thing where you can come back after getting demolished. Ron says Phillies under to dominate still. The Phillies still 19-6 in their last 25 games. Pretty good run, of course. Burley will be with us on the Nats. Percent better says go over. And this is Washington team total over for CTG. Okay, let's take the Nationals again. We got 2 uncomfortable run line plus
2 uncomfortable run lines.
Great. Over here for Brown Beats, and Rich says go under. Those are the ones I want to be on. I want to be a little bit uncomfortable. Red Sox and the Blue Jays, Garrett Whitlock here on the road against Kevin Gausman. Gausman minus $1.90. The total is dropped here to 8 over 15. Total dropping in Toronto today with these teams.
Oh, goodness. Total is dropping. I have literally that number like exactly at 8. So that's right on that number there. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and take the Blue Jays here today in this one. I think they can go ahead and get this. Again, I don't like this minus 190 much, but I kind of still feel like this is going to be my play today. Rather than going out on the run line, the Blue Jays just don't go ahead and usually win by more than one. So I feel like that's a safer bet, even though it's a little bit of a higher number here, sitting at 190.
All right.
Don't love it, but that would be my play.
No, I'm on it.
All right.
I want to be on the Blue Jays today in this one with Gosman over the Red Sox. Let's see here. We have Fernando will take the money line. Looks like an over here as well. Sports Girl, Blue Jays money line.
Okay, good. You guys are willing to, play minus 190. I'm okay with it.
Is that what we're gonna do with the big money line, huh?
Yeah, right. I mean, that would be my play. So
okay, no,
if you're good with it, all right.
Well, yeah, no. Here's the thing: when people talk about they're laying it or what, the price equivalent for the run line is kind of the same as the money line, right? Their chances of winning the game are greater when the money line is higher. We know that, and their chances of cover, so their chances of winning a game by 2 runs have almost the same expectancy to a certain extent. When I'm recommending a line at minus 190, I'm taking them with you. That's what you want to do.
Yep.
I wouldn't give it out necessarily as a private premium, but if we're together on it, we're going to do it. That's how we run this show.
Exactly.
That's a theme. What is it? The format of the show. So, but that doesn't mean if you're going to go to the window, look, if we're taking a team to win at minus 190, I'm expecting them to win by 2 runs.
Yeah.
If I thought they were only going to win by 1 run, I wouldn't lay 190. So it does give a certain comfortability to have it that way, and the return isn't as good. We know how it works, but that doesn't necessarily mean. And again, when you're talking about baseball, you're talking about these margins, these bullpens. So thank you everyone to the 140 so far. So excited! I think we're going to get there today. Let's keep talking about the game. Not handicap my philosophy. It's not for it's not the same for everyone else. Whatever you guys think, that's fine too. RC here. Team total over for Philly. Oh, we're on the. Sorry about that. Wrong game. Ron says Blue Jays and over. Early good spot for the Blue Jays. Crush says Blue Jays. Blake Toronto first 5. Maybe a first 5 here. Dre with a pick. Kay here. Hello, Kay. Red
Good
Sox
morning.
line.
We can both.
Roger with a comment. Okay. Butterscotch laying it 1.5. All right, we're on it. Jamal's here today. He says go under in this one. Let's go ahead and take Toronto. Mindy will be on him. Take the Blue Jays at home with Gosman. Okay. All right. Padres time here. And I don't know if, let me refresh it, but I don't know if we've gotten a glimpse yet at the line or who's pitching. Let's see here. Still looks like undecided, but I'm the Padres correspondent, so pressure's on. I'm expecting Pedro Avila to be the pitcher here today. Avila's a veteran, broke into the league about 4 years ago, been pitching in El Paso this season. So I expect him to be in here. And I don't know if the Padres are necessarily going to be a favorite, but I imagine it's going to be close to a pick 'em. It might be close to that line that I've put up there on the screen. We don't. If anybody's seen a line, they're welcome to put it in the chat, and I'd probably go with it. But I haven't seen anything yet. But I do expect it to be Avila here. This would have been Yu Darvish, but he's still under the weather for 4 days. You got to think he might have, a virus of some kind. I guess there's still viruses out there.
There's always going to be something out there we got to
Right?
stay away from, right? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead here and go with the home team. I mean, I bet he's like scary good, isn't he? 1.21 ERA. And that road team of yours, Ramon, 17-23. Yikes. I'm going to go ahead and take those Reds. I think I get a little bit of plus money today, right? I'll take them.
Yeah, we'll see. They actually, I guess, could come a favorite. I mean, this is Abbott after all, and I think I've already, put my stake on the fact that I think Abbott. When you see these performances, like we saw from Abbott to the start of his career, and still what he continues to do right now, I think when you see historic performances, those are the kind of pitchers that are going to be around for a while. Whether or not Abbott, will be an all-star or whatever, or maybe not even this year because he's only had 5 starts. But gosh, he's got a 1.21. You mentioned his stats are just terrific. So they've won all 5 games with him in there. I'll take the Reds with you, whatever it is. We might be laying a little bit of, but it's not going to be nothing too crazy. I mean, Padres are the one that look. They're actually got the bats together again a little bit. They masked a little bit yesterday. You had them somehow. They were able to get a victory. So Angels will be on the Reds here, and Reds team total over for Dre. And Nathan, okay, let's see. Politican's here. Hi. It's at the Reds. And Blake says Reds as well. Butterscotch says Reds. Lots of Reds here. Doran's here today as well. Ron says, how about the first 5? And you know what the thing is about? Look at the Padres. About people, I don't have a no betting list, Mindy. I'm open line every day on every team. But when you see teams that have racked up such big negative numbers, when you look at the overall body of work for the whole season, just that straight plus minus, and the Padres, down there at the bottom basically with some of these teams. So Abbott, so far so good. And Nathan, right? Look, you could have the Padres come through with some bats, but again, they are starting a AAA pitcher here. Darvish, I think it's 4 straight days now. He'll be pushed back. He's been pushed back. You're one of your faves.
He is one of my faves. Yes. I love his command. I mean, just being out there on the field.
I think Perky, I'm trying to be respectful, but I like the marriage saver play of the day. Oh my gosh. Vinny's here today.
Marriage saver.
Vinny. Great to have you. Great to see you. Great winning you've been putting up there lately. Great contribution to the site. Well, hey, William Dryman's here today. How you been? Great to see you. No problem. We know you're out there.
Yes. Appreciate the comment.
I think we just hit the record. So
Hooray!
Vinny was our guy. Vinny was number 151. So yeah, Nathan, no doubt, Padres and they're hot. So no doubt about it. Blake's welcoming Vinny like he's never been. Vinny's part of the team. Vinny is part of Tony's picks. He says go under. So, okay, we'll have to be on the lookout, Mindy, because we know this game goes off here in just a few hours, but the line will be up there soon enough. Nick Conley, hello, nice to see you. No, we went the other way, Nick. we were in the minority a little bit there. We went with the Marlins again. We love the Braves. We know the Braves are what they're doing. We're not ignorant to it. We know there are going to be some good cappers on the Braves today, but Mindy and I, we get these printouts and we feel like we're wasting our ink if we don't go with what they say.
That's right.
So, All right, let's go move on, Mindy. We're taking the Reds today. No matter what the price, but I'm sure it'll be a worst case scenario minus $1.20 or so if they're favored. I'm sure the people still rate the Padres decent. Not sure that, even Joe Average knows all about Abbott yet. We do. Everyone's here in our show, right? Everyone grinding it out every day. Oh, Mindy, you laid it out there like a big, fat, slow pitch softball for me yesterday. You said, here it is. This is the spot. Daniel Lynch, you said, Urias trying to make a comeback. Maybe he's rushing it back too quick. They shelled. They got going early on Urias, put up a big crooked number, and it held up even when the Dodgers got within 6-4. And you thought
Right.
Royals fans were going to be, oh, here we go again. And you squeaked it through with your over and a premium, so you nailed this game yesterday. So let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like such an alternate event happening that at the end of the game, the Royals fans couldn't even do like the "Let's Go Royals" cheer on time. Like that's how much the Royals don't normally win these games. Especially, I think you guys might have saw the stat. It was something like they're 0 for 12 when getting the lead in the games. Oh, it's one of those. Like it's just the stars align just right for that to happen. And it's not going to be that way today. I mean, the Dodgers are going to just go out there and totally crush them. It might be like a 13-1 game, something like that.
Oh,
Take the Dodgers here on the run line. I mean, I say there's no sure
oh,
things, but this one might be pretty close to a sure thing, Ramon.
oh, that's not what I want. I was ready to, I want to hear about
Ready for a back to back?
Dodgers losing. That's one of my favorite
Well, it is your favorite
topics
day.
to talk about in sports.
Gets those Padres a little bit closer to the front, right?
Oh, please. Uh, Giving up on it. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Fire the manager is one thing. Okay, so you're gonna lay the run line, I guess, with the.
With the Dodgers, yeah.
Well, I tried to do it yesterday, and I tried to do it with a premium. I tried to go against what Mindy was telling me to.
I mean, it made
Telling me
sense
to do.
to, not believe it. I understand.
No, you were. I think you were saying money line yesterday.
Oh, I did say money line yesterday. Yeah, that plus 200. I say I don't do this very often, but this is going to be the day here.
Yeah, you nailed it. Okay, well, let's take the Dodgers today. I think Gonsolin, look, he looks good. Maybe it hasn't worked out, so far necessarily for Gonsolin. Um, he had the time off a little bit, so I'm going to be back on Gonsolin. I think he's ready to get it together here. Let's take him on the run line. Take those Dodgers today. I think Gonsolin comes with it, and see if the chat. I'm sure the chat's going to be with Dodgers today. Yeah, I know Angel will be on the Royals. There he is. First one to even comment, I think, here. Wants to make sure he's on the dog. Angel must be rich this baseball season.
Right.
He's the king of the dogs, I want to say. Ron says, take the run line, butterscotch run line. And Rich on the under here. Dodgers money line and run line. Burley's on the Dodgers, Crush is on the Dodgers. Rich K's got a parlay with the Jays. Okay. And Butterscotch going to lay 3.5 runs. Doran says Royals are coming back with it again today. Fernando says go under. Money line laid the run line. And Perky, again, that's kind of what we're talking about. I think in general, when I'm going to take the Dodgers in this game, if they're minus 200, I'm not going to lay a money line. I'm expecting them to win by 2 runs. I know what it goes against what I was saying, but I still feel comfortable in the game we talked about with Mindy with Toronto. Laying a big price at home. I would feel comfortable laying the run line, but we're going to take the money line just out of
Yeah, a lot of it has to do
convenience.
with how these teams do on the run line. I mean, those are stats that you guys can definitely go out and
Thank
and
you.
look up. If you have, and we talk about it a lot more in hockey just because it comes up so much. But a lot of these teams that are on the road or at home, they have specific trends with how good they're going to do via the run line, and so that's kind of what we're looking at in some of those plays, especially with Toronto. Not a team out there that wins a whole lot by two, but they win by one all the time. So that's kind of like some of that goes into the thinking of it all.
Yeah, lots of support here. Hey, want to say hello and welcome to uh, Johnny Selacourt. Could be Yanni Selacourt. Nice to have you. Let me know if you
Super
prefer.
run line. I think he's taken a what -2.5 or something like
Yeah,
that.
probably. Yeah.
-5.5. That's what I'd probably go with. What you get plus about 2,000.
Good to have Johnny here. All right. Curvin says go over here. Good morning to Michael Thompson. It must be 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. And there's Michael Thompson coming in, says take the Angels on the run line. All right. We're on the Dodgers today to get it done. Okay, next up, Yankees and Cardinals. Cole yesterday. So I talked about, yeah, maybe Cole would start game two, but I think once maybe he was never going to start game two, but I think once they encountered the difficulty with the first game, you're not going to keep a guy like Garrett Cole on ice and say, hey,
Right.
get ready. We don't know when game two is going to start. We've already been sitting around in the ninth inning with one out or whatever it was for a few hours trying to just finish that first game. You're not going to tell Garrett Cole to stick around, right? You're going to send him home. We'll pitch you tomorrow. We'll make do. You're not going to chance the one of the best arms in the game, who's a veteran. Any kind of warm up situation, get mentally ready, whatever. So we get Cole today against Montgomery, who certainly has been bad, but as a, for his work for the season, because Montgomery over the last month has turned it around.
I feel like this is like the deal of the day for me here with this Yankees play at -115 that I can get Cole. Only 2 runs in his last 5 starts. The Yankees are playing well offensively now. I know they got beat up pretty good that first one, but again, I feel like that was the anomaly of this series. I think it's going to be like the next one, how the Yankees and Ramon got that second one yesterday. I just kind of feel like those offensive struggles are still going to continue with the Cardinals today. I really like Cole here, taking the Yankees -115.
Okay, Mindy says take the Yanks here. Trying to sell you on Montgomery a little bit with a 2 ERA.
Right?
Yeah, 2
Just the
ERA
fact, like, Cardinals.
in his last 4 starts, 3-0 as well. But here's the thing: the Cardinals are just 5-11 when Montgomery starts, and when Cole starts, the Yankees are 13-4. So just off of that right there, it makes me want to go with the Yankees once again. Montgomery definitely has turned around. Remember, he's the former Yankee. Don't forget that or ignore it. But Yankees for me, I want to. Oh, Mindy, I'm a little bit torn on this one. I really want to think that Montgomery has turned it around. I think it's the line is what it is for a reason here. So, boy, all
I also
right.
look at that Cardinals bullpen, right? The 10th worst. I mean, they're in that bottom
Oh
third,
no,
even.
Yankees are
You
number
know,
one. I mean, Yankees are
yeah.
number one in the bullpen. So, all right. I'll
Cardinals -1.5. Angel.
oh, of course. I mean, come on, that's Angel. Okay, let's take the Yankees today. I'm going to heed your advice and the fact I just don't like the fact that the Cardinals haven't won really with Montgomery, even when he has been pitching. Well, they've won. No, they've definitely been winning his starts of late. So I expect a pretty good pitchers duel possibly in this one. Let's see the total already. I see it says 8 there on the screen, but it's now 8 under 20. So it seems like it's only going lower. It it may go to 7.5 over. It feels like to me. So I'll take the Yankees with you here.
Let's do it. Consensus play.
I'm not going to get Cole at this
7.
price, except when we got him at this price a couple of weeks ago too. I think we were
Right
talking.
on it.
Let's see what the chat wants to do in this one, because this is it's the Cardinals and the Yankees still, but the Cardinals.
Fresh wants a quality start here by Cole today. Wants him to go 7 innings.
Yeah, this isn't the same Cardinals, and there's no reason for the Cardinals at this point. Not seeing any reason why they're going to turn it around anytime soon. So, all right, maybe it is a bargain today, Angel. Well, great point. I don't know, but again, Montgomery's been. I think people will, look at in general his numbers, but over the last in June he was back to, I would say, near all-star quality. Talking about Montgomery. Yankees first 5 here for Thomas. CTG says under Rich K on the Yankees. Verley on the Yankees as well. Yeah, no problem, Angel. You the man. Butterscotch says it was a new record at 147. Okay, I thought we had 150 that one.
We did. We went to 150. Yeah.
Well, we got to 151 today.
All right, that would be our new record, 151.
Yeah, we definitely got the record. I knew we'd get there. I don't think we're going to go any higher, but keep picking these winners. We might.
Let's do it. Let's go, Cole.
I don't know, Mindy. We're just trying to. We're excited. Everyone's joined us, and so after the show, we're like, "What do you think it is? What do you think is propelling us to some new?" And maybe it's baseball season, and there's not as much content. And Mindy was like, "Do you think it's because we're winning?" And I'm like, good point. Good point. We record every play that we agree on in the system. Showed you right there, up nearly 12 units over the last 30 days. So
we're ready for more today.
It's not going to break the bank, but you got to have it in the plus. That's all you want.
That's right.
And Angel on the under. Okay. K says the Yankees. Is that Michael K? No. There's Michael Thompson. Nathan says it's a major pitching discrepancy. I think with Cole, it's always a discrepancy, but I'm going to continue to sell hard here, you guys, on Montgomery. Ignore the season-long numbers, I think. And we know the Yankees are struggling still at the plate a little bit. There's no question about that. Okay, I see you guys. Fernando first 5 under. Yeah, Cole is, no doubt. Cole has the numbers. Like I said, 13-4 for the Yankees in Cole starts. Okay, let's take the Yankees here.
Got it.
Okay, Guardians and Cubs. They finally got this one played yesterday. I think, did I fall asleep? Did I get the result of this game in? Mindy might have to even tell me what happened here.
Oh, do I have to look it up? I don't know what happened, Ramon. I mean, we'll have to see here. Let's go back to yesterday.
All right.
This is going to be like a Christmas. It's a surprise. But I thought, right?
Do you guys go out on Friday night?
The Guardians won, right?
Yeah, the Guardians. Oh, okay. I had a premium winner on the under. Thank you. See, a little bit of excitement to my day.
There you go. Surprise.
Yeah.
But I know I was on the Cubs. I think we were on the Cubs yesterday for a premium. We didn't get that one. I thought it was going to be, again, the Cubs get the one yesterday and the Guardians get this one today. Savali's been really, really good. A 1.15 ERA on the road. it's one of those that Tyone just hasn't been great, right? 7.44 at home, higher than his normal ERA of 6.9. He gives up a 5.11 slugging percentage versus this Guardians team. Guardians right now, 3.02 in the bullpen. Lots of saves this year with 27 compared to the Cubs, only 10 saves. But it could be skewed a little bit. Sometimes those Cubs get out there to a big lead. So don't get those save numbers, even though they get some bullpen work. But today I like the Guardians a lot here in this one.
All right, fair enough, Mindy. Take the Guardians. Can Savali kind of, hasn't been terrific so far. We'll mention the umpire 8-2 to the under in his last 10 games here in this particular matchup with the Guardians and the Cubs. Savali 4.4 ERA in his last 3 starts. Tyone, nobody likes Tyone, right? He's burning through units. One of the worst pitchers as far as units this season. Cubs are 2-11 in his starts.
Say that again.
2-11.
2-11
in his start. So going to be hard for anybody to want to get on Tyone in this one against Savali. I'm not going to get on Savali. I'm not necessarily going to be on the Cubs here. I'm not backing the Guardians here though either. I'm just going to actually end up here. Let's see. Is this total really 8 flat? Oh, it's 8 under. Okay, it's 8 under 15. I'm going to go under as a free play on the show here with the Guardians and the Cubs. Maybe Tyone could get it together. Look, the Guardians bats don't do much. Maybe they can hit Tyone. Most do, but I'm going to take the under. The steam came in on the under. See what the chat has to say here. I'm not liking this game. I know they're going to be all over Cleveland, probably except for Angel.
No, he says he likes Ramirez. Tyone is trash. I think he's going with the Guardians here today.
Oh, okay. Angel's even going. See, I thought this would be the ultimate contrarian play. I can't figure Angel out. All right, Scotch is going to be back on his Cubs. Maybe I can get with him. I don't know. Angel says Stroman ain't that good. When is he going to start losing? I mean, yeah, yesterday sucked, but I was talking about all of his numbers. He's going to get shipped out, I'm sure. Okay, Blake says Cleveland first 5. Angel says, give me the Guardians. Fernando's on the Guardians. Burley says Cleveland first 5. Rich says, once an Indian, always an Indian. Crush is on Cleveland. Cubs run line and over for Dre. And Guardians win again, says Sports Girl.
I like how Angel said, never let him know your next move, Ramon. Never let him know.
Yeah.
He wants to be unpredictable.
Well, but how, you want to be on the right dogs, and maybe I'm just not getting, not clicking on the right ones. Guys like Tyone, right? Why should I be on Tyone? This is Mindy, another softball, lobbing it up there, and I can't do it. Heartbreak Kid says take the Guardians. There's some Cubs support here.
Yeah, Kay likes the Cubs. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some.
All right, Mindy on the Guardians. I'm on the under here.
Scotch said it's Sunday. Crazy things with the Cubs happen. Wins happen on Sundays, he says.
Look, it's not like, Jameson Tyone is like, being close to being, DFA'd or anything. Here we go. Next up, Astros and Rangers continue this series, big series. Dubon here against Hahne. The Rangers are $1.35, 9/15.
Yeah, I don't know too much here about Sean. What is it? Dubon or Dubin?
He's had a start though, right?
Well, I mean, I only have him down as 2 innings of work with a 10 ERA.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what I said. I didn't get a lot of info
Okay,
off
it
of him.
wasn't a start. He has, yeah, 2 appearances so far. Um, Maybe on one of those games he was listed as an opener. We talked about
Perhaps.
him previously. He's pitched 2 games this month, and I remember saying his name like maybe we were going to see him in the game, like maybe he was an anticipated pitcher for some reason. That's all. I thought maybe he had started one. So no doubt, 5 innings, 2 innings and 3 innings were his 2 appearances.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of funny, right? You see Nathan, he says, he's been suspect here lately. That is true. He does have a 5.91 ERA. He does have 5 walks per 9 innings. So just not great. But if I look at, what we have for Mr. Sean here for the Astros in those 2 innings of work, I mean, he's given up 4.5 home runs per 9. So that means what? 2 home runs in each of his innings pitched. I mean, that doesn't sound real good to me with a Rangers team here that puts up 6.28 runs of offense. Give me the Rangers here in this one today, Ramon.
Okay, you got him. Take the Rangers with Hahne at home against the Astros. In this one, yeah, Hahne 5.4 ERA in his last 3 starts, but the Rangers are 6-2 in his last 8 starts. Latifa is on the over here in this one. Fernando, what is that? Is that a Rangers? Is that team total over? I don't know. Angel says go over. And Fernando on the Rangers. Crush is on the over. And he's on the Astros. Yeah, I thought that's what it meant. And I've been using that ever since I saw Latifa say, sus a lot. I've been using that. I feel,
Suspect.
sus. I like that. That's sus. I said it about about a bunch of young people, and they looked at me like I was.
What is up with this
I
guy?
thought I was being cool.
Dealing with the lingo.
Rangers easy lock for Sports Girl. Blake says go over. Gray says Texas run line in the over. I'm gonna go if it's not. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna end up on the over here. In this one as my play. Steam did come in on the under, but I'm not buying it. I don't think in this one. Butterscotch says his lock is on the over. Okay, great.
There you go. Like that over.
I'm down with that. All right. Nathan going Rangers. Perky's got the max bet divorce play of the day. On the Rangers.
Max bet divorce play of the day. I like it.
Burley's on the over.
Fernando.
And this one too. Okay, no cap. Okay, you gotta say no cap. That means like definite. Okay, if I say like I got the over no cap, I think that means I'm definitely on the over. Maybe it means have a big bet, like no cap on how much I'm gonna play. Heartbreak Kid on the Rangers. Politican says Texas.
I haven't heard about the cap yet.
No cap. There's like a.
I have to make sure like I get this in the right context. So if it's good, I say no cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. Hahne gets a lot of strikeouts. No cap.
No cap equals lock.
I don't know if
I don't know how I'm going to get this whatever.
I don't know if I got that in the right context.
No cap equals lock. I'm going to write it down and memorize it.
I mean, that's something strong. No cap is strong.
All right.
Unlimited. No cap to this. I'm not sure.
I see.
No
Like,
here.
if I put it like that, I get it.
We
No cap on it.
woke Velo cuts up. Haven't seen Velo cuts in a few, but I'm not sure about no. I have no idea what no kizzy. I hope I'm not saying something bad.
You probably are. They're probably setting you up. Usually, I feel like I'm the one that's going to get set up, but I think you might be this time.
Maybe I might have now. If someone wants, because I don't really have a nickname for any lock or play of the day, but if someone wants to take the no cap play of the day, I think that'd be a pretty good nickname for your own play of the day.
So Daryl's new. Is it Daryl Pate? So no kizzy means no bowl, like for real,
Okay.
truthful. Okay.
As percent better. Oh, Daryl Pate. Okay, I see that. Thanks, Daryl. Nice to have you. Percent better, I think.
Lying. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right.
Yeah, but I mean, like straight at you.
Right.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
All right. So we woke everybody up a little bit with this. Nice to have you.
It's hard work.
Sports girl.
It's way harder than handicapping. Getting the
Sports girl has me like going to a post office to pick up my mail. But we have the Discord. All right. Did anybody ever people even have PO boxes anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I did, remember I was like, we're talking about maybe doing some merch soon, right? So I was like, well, maybe we should just get a PO box in case we have returns or something like that. So I guess you guys could send us fan mail. I guess we'd be all right with it.
Like I could do that, Razor Ramon. You think of the great wrestler, certainly Scott Hall, one of my favorites before he passed away. But there's a guy on YouTube already who's pretty good, and I'm a big fan of his. Razor Sharp. I don't know if anybody watches his shows, so he's the real Razor. So I wouldn't do that. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Or I guess some of these games, Mindy, we go so long on this show. I'm going to take the. You got the Rangers, and I'm going to take the Astros. No cap. I mean, I didn't even cap it. I'm
All right. We're going to challenge.
The White Sox. Who do they have here today? Is it Kopech? Is it? You know who it might be? It might be.
Idea.
It might be Touki Toussaint. The former Atlanta Brave here in this one. So maybe we haven't seen yet. Let me see if there's anything yet here. No, not even a line. Does anybody have any info? I've seen that Padre line come out now, even without a Padres pitcher, Mindy. The Reds are minus $1.40. The total 11/15. We're still on the Reds. I'm pretty sure. I know I said maybe it'll be as high as $1.20. Obviously, I've whiffed on that one. Maybe it'll come down, but whatever the case may be, the Reds folks in that game against the Padres, the line is out now at a major book, and it's minus 140. We'll see as it starts to roll out here in the next couple of minutes if that line holds. But in this one, Mindy, we just don't have a lot of info. I believe maybe Toussaint, could he be an opener for Kopech? We just have incomplete information. Blackburn, though, for the A's, it looks like.
Well, I mean, if I don't have any info on this game, I'm going against the A's because they are the worst team in the league, the worst offense, the worst bullpen, the worst everything. Give me the White Sox just on no information alone.
Okay, Mindy says take the White Sox here to win against the A's. And I would think that probably looking at with Kopech, they could be a $2 favorite. With Toussaint, they would probably be $1.70 or $1.60. I would think if it's Toussaint and known that Kopech is a bulk pitcher in the game, it could be 175. Not sure what's going to happen here in this one. We'll just look at some of the chat and maybe I'll make a call on the total or something. But Look, I know we're making a pick on every game. You can hold
That's what
this
we do.
too.
That's what we do. We
We'll,
will
we'll
pick
stand
it
by
out
our
every
pick.
week.
We'll
Okay.
stand by our pick 6 hours before the game with no line and no pitcher. Jay Boone says, take the A's. Fernando, A's money line. Maybe the 150. Maybe the increased viewership is for these ridiculous
A's
off
games.
topics that I'm not supposed to. I have specific instructions from the GM and Tony not to get off topic. All right, but maybe this is our this is what we this is our viewership.
I know, like I told you guys, like I, have my 15-year-old niece giving me all of these, lingo, and it was Riz was the one that I didn't know as of late. That I guess it means that you got game, the Riz, Rizz. So that was the new one that I had heard here as of late.
So let's see, Thomas Lewis here, ready to roll. Sports Girl maybe will take the A's.
You guys got the A's, huh? All right.
And over here for Blake, Fernando says he's seeing Toussaint as a starter right now. So haven't
look, Ramon. Brett gave me the info, so it's the charisma. So you got the Riz, right? Okay. See, I get it. See that my folks here on this end didn't give me like any sort of backup. They were just laughing at me that I didn't know what it was all about because I guess that he was making out with some girl at the Hy-Vee parking lot. So everyone was saying he's got the Riz. So there we go.
Okay, so if Toussaint's going to be in there, I'm going to take a stab here and call it $1.60, $1.65 or so. See how my bookmaking does in this. In this one, so let's see if that affects anything here. Okay. Yeah. Look, the A's have done a nice job in this series, no doubt about it. Sure. So to me, we'll take the challenge. Let's just do the challenge.
All right, challenge. Mindy versus Ramon. Fraser Ramon, the new
they have gone in here and totally been White Sox in this series. And basically, butterscotch. I'll just take a money line against Mindy here.
Challenge. Grudge match.
Far from we're at Oakland for Curvy. All right, thanks, you guys. Alan's here today. Good to see you, Alan. Nice.
Perky is having a lot of trouble coming up with what his best bet is to save the family. I think he's gone multiple times on different things. Padres, then who was it after that? Rangers, now Twins.
We only need one. He only needs to win one apparently. So
all right.
I would think you'd have to show a profit.
Right. You can, as long as you have a profit, you can save the
or you're out of here.
Bets. Right.
Okay. Well, no wonder we're still sticking around. Tigers and Matt Manning going up against the Rockies and Connor Seabold. In this one, it's about a pick 'em still right now, but I'm showing the total dropping here to 11.5 over 20. So Rockies total going down again. What do you know? Rockies have been a pretty strong under at home this season, but see today.
Well, here's what we got. We talk about the zigzag theory every once in a while, right? This is truly a zigzag theory here for the Rockies. Like, this is a serious pattern game. So we're going with the Rockies here today on the money line. I think Manning might have a little bit of difficulty playing here at Coors Field. But again, when we have a definite pattern, the Rockies are due for a win here today.
Okay, Mindy says take the Rocks with Seabold at home, minus $1.10 or so. Pick them in this one. Tigers. Yeah,
that was a big sigh, Ramon. That was a big sigh.
I mean, again, it's obviously not a thrilling game. Siebold a 6 ERA in his last 5 starts, and Colorado 1-6 in his last 7 starts. Going to be hard for me to get on with it. Detroit's actually won 9 of their last 16, so I think this one's dipped to 11.5. I'll go over in this one. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you about all these Rockies unders at home, but I'm going to go over here. Now Manning's gone over in 3 straight. It's Detroit that's gone over in 14 of their last 20 games. So maybe they can enjoy some rarefied air there. I think I tried to get on the over yesterday with that match. Remember, it took them forever to even give us the pitching and the lines.
All right.
And finally, it came out. But so we know a little bit more today anyway. Mindy will take the Rockies. I'll take the over. I'm not sure what the chat's going to do in this one. Adrian Hinsey, hello. Nice to have you.
Good morning.
Crush says take the Rockies. CTG on the Rockies. Fernando says go over. Blake on the Rockies. Tiger is here for Jay. Thomas on the Rockies. Rich K Rockies. It's mostly Rockies, Mindy.
Renoir, we got about 3 baseball games, then we're WNBA.
Thank you, Fernando. Yeah, let's get rolling here. Colorado money line for Butterscotch. And Sports Girl zigging and zagging. There's Lazzy Love today on
Lazzy Love loves it.
Lazzy. Renoir, yep, there you are. Aye. Dre says Colorado and over. Bello Cut says take the over. All right, let's go, Mindy. We can get this through here. Diamondbacks on the road. Zach Gallen. Angels and Reed Detmers. Wow, good pitching matchup here. Gallen might be the slight favorite. Now I'm showing him $1.15, 8.5 over 15.
Yeah, the Angels have been kind of stinking it up, but not today. It's the Angels' day here, Ramon. I would hold my hat if I could reach it, but it's over there. But anyway, I like the Angels today. I'm going to take them on the run line. They're sitting at about minus 160. Detmers 3.4 ERA here at home. Also has a .078 versus this Diamondbacks team, slugging percentage, actually. Again, he doesn't have a lot of starts, of course, versus this Diamondbacks team, but what he has done has been really, really, really good. We know Gallen is great, but again, on the road, that ERA is elevated here to 5.08. So going to take a little bit of run, a little bit in insurance here because, just how the Angels have been trending, but I think today's their day here. Taking them on the run line.
No, Reed Detmers has been every bit as solid of late as Gallen. I mean, Detmers has a 1 ERA in his last 4 starts, and yeah, Gallen has been a home and road type of pitcher. Struck out, tried to go with the Angels last night. Bad job. Tried to get a premium there. Definitely didn't have as good a pitching as this game does tonight, so maybe that's where I went wrong, but I'm going to agree with you here. I want to take the Angels in this one. I'm going to try them here at home. I'm going to come back with them. I kind of liked them as a possible premium, but after last night, I was disappointed. So, but I'll get on them today. If you like them, I like them. Okay. Here's Crush. Arizona. Blake on the under. Whoa, Fernando on the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I prefer the under as well.
Over. Angels under. They are, Sports Girl. They might be better on the road, actually, but yeah, Ron, no, I don't disagree with you there. Here's an under for Scotch. Verley's on the over. And could we see lots of strikeouts today? Jay Boone says Diamondbacks on the money line. So feels like the chat leaning a little bit here. Diamondbacks, we're going to kind of veto. Let's go on the Angels here. Detmers, look, he's giving up practically a third of a unit per start. And Gallen, definitely a profitable pitcher, but more so at home. Under in the first 5 for Dre. All right. Mindy, we're on the Angels here for another
consensus number 8.
Yeah. All right, the bookmaker's favorite pitcher. Here's Castillo at home against the Mariners, against the Rays. Mariners $1.25, 7.5 over 20.
Man, this is a tough one, Ramon. I just think this is going to be a lights out game here today. Pretty interesting one here to watch. Castillo, again, he pitches so well, especially here, sitting at a 2.09 ERA, but just usually doesn't get that run support for whatever reason. But I think I'm still going to go ahead and go with the Mariners here today. I'm going to take them on the money line. With Castillo. That's how I'm going to go. I'm hoping for some run support, so I need that here today with Castillo.
Okay, Mariners for Mindy in this one. With Castillo, I'm going to be on it with you. Look, we were on him yesterday. Mindy, we took the Mariners against the Rays, and good call there. So Castillo, 1.82 ERA in his last 4 starts at home. Note, so I'm not going to worry about, you talked about, he's another one of those pitchers burning a third of a unit in every start, but he's 7-3 in his home starts. So I think it's a definite situation where he's in a better situation right now than Bradley. Bradley, an 8 ERA in his last 4 starts. We know Tampa Bay. Yeah, they got a great record, but man, they smash at home right now. They're still, you talk about them 28 games over 500. They're 4 games over 500 on the road. So Mariners just a little bit over 500 at home, but still you got Castillo. This might even be a little bit of a discount. I know you're playing the Rays, but let's take the Mariners here. I think we can sell some people on this one.
Sure.
Let's see. Here we have. Okay, there we go. Blake on Seattle. Mariners and over for Ron. I think I like. Yeah, I like the under. Butterscotch on Seattle. Here's Thomas on the Mariners. So thanks, well, man. We got a big card here, huh? Hanger Life here says Seattle money line team total over. Fernando is going to try the Rays. It looks like he'll take the over. Rays for Angel. Seattle for Michael. Alan says take Seattle. And Dre also says Seattle on the money line. Kay says Mariners first 5. All right, Mindy, we're on the Mariners here.
All right, let's do it.
And let's wrap it up with Sunday Night Baseball.
All right, let's see what we got.
We have Ross Stripling here on the road against Peterson. Peterson $1.20 now at home. Total has been going down here kind of big time, 9 under 15.
So David Peterson meets San Francisco again for the second time. He was shelled last time, like totally annihilated. Gave up 7 earned runs and 7 hits through 5 innings. Giants bullpen pretty much lights out. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Giants here. I don't know if they're like maybe a little bit of plus money or right at even money. Give me the Giants here today.
Me too. Sign me up. Giants it is. I want the Giants against the Mets in this one with Ross Stripling. It's, eventually a little bit of maybe a bullpen. Stripling not necessarily going quite like he was previously. He's made only 5 starts so far. So, But I still want the Giants. Blake's on the Giants.
Kay wants the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Thompson wants the Giants.
CTG's on the Mets.
CTG.
Velo's on the Giants. Michael Thompson, Giants. Thomas Lewis, Giants and under. I like that under, I think, here today. Rich says Giants. Panger says Giants run line.
Goodness. All right.
Curvin says take the Mets. Miles says under. Rich, Giants, team total over. We got to be on the Sunday night game.
That's right.
And I want the Giants in this.
10 plays out of what, 15 today? Goodness, look at us go.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, we need it.
I didn't see any over unders today in the chat here today. I think we hit the over.
I think I did see one actually.
Oh,
Someone said I think they put it at 10.
Oh well, we're at 10. We'll see how this WNBA goes.
Well, I'd imagine we'll have something, huh?
I would think. Who knows?
All right. Well, we're on the Giants.